Hey, Steve Mignonti here. Good news. On July 14th, which is tomorrow, I turned 61. And back a while ago, 2 years ago, I started something called the Project REM Charger, which was a 62 Dodge Dart police car, Dart B-body, the intermediate car, first year for the intermediate B-body, bought in Texas for $5,000, part of the Great Texas Mopar Horde auction event, Spanky Assiter, and had it shipped here to Massachusetts. Did some videos. The plan was to put a max wedge in it and call it the Project REM Charger, four-door sleeper Ram Charger. Get it? Ha ha ha. Well, things changed. I got sick and had to sell the car. But good news, tomorrow I'm going to buy it back for my 61st birthday for $6,500, which is a good price. The fellow I sold it to did the floors, welded in new floors, and put a small block Mopar into it. The poly's gone. I was going to put a 513 max wedge, but it's good. It'll be back in my world within a month or a week or two. Actually, it'll be running and driving. We'll make videos from that. With that said, though, it's time now to celebrate the fact with a look at two 1962 Dodge Darts. This one here is from Johan, released originally back in '62 as an annual. You could build it stock or custom. Kind of a cool model. That's a convertible or a hardtop version. 2 doors always. Kit's pretty nice. Box set. This is from the USA Oldies series from the early '80s right here. Late 70s, early 80s, and kind of a cool little model. And again, molded in white. You never know what you get with these things, but this is white, which is kind of nice. Again, 2-door. It's a standard Dodge Dart, I think a 440 series, the middle of the line. And of course, underneath, dual exhaust. Would have been a 361 4-barrel car. Kind of a cool thing. Working torsion bars. You can see on the side of the box, we see here it says torsion bars. There it is, because torsion bars were a big deal in Chrysler land. And Chrysler used torsion bars from 1959 or what, 59? I think it was 58, 59, somewhere like that. Anyway, but the torsion bars instead of coil springs, which were what GM and Ford used up front, Chrysler had torsion bars for years and years. And again, a nice model. And the chrome is decent. Here's the bits and pieces. It's again, this one's a 361. 4-barrel car, what it is, and here's the loose parts. And again, Johan gets, and here's the torsion bars here, rendered in plastic, and the front tires torsionize or suspend. The hood is very nice, nicely done, and again, thank goodness it's white. And my plan with this thing is to make a replica of the Ram Charger's '62 Long Ram 413 powered Dart, which they ran in super stock, again with the Long Ram Chrysler 300 engine, and that's the plan at some point with this thing. Hubcaps and the bumpers are nice, even has tail lights right there in red plastic, ready for use, and a nice model. Well, with that said, that's not the final word. The last word in 62 Dodge is Revell was also in there swinging with this. It's a 4-door, and you can see this one's it's a built up. I bought this on eBay, and the hood is nice, black and white. This thing was molded in white, yeah, way back when, but again, has dual exhaust and 3-speed manual, and yeah, torsion bars. And Revell was hip to it too. You can see right there the wheels to suspend and the torsion bar boogies and wiggles and stuff. Both of them actually suspended. Kind of cool. And this is based, it's kind of made up into a like LAPD kind of a police car, black and white, spray painted. Decent job masking. And again, it's a 4-door, not a 2-door. I did check to see if the grills, the hoods, anything interchangeable with the Johan kit, they're totally different, which is to be expected. Revell was out in California, Johan was in Michigan, so why would they share parts or offices or any of that? So they're similar, but different. So again, nice piece right here. And so 262 Dodge Darts, going on 3. One of them coming into my driveway soon, buying it tomorrow, my 61st birthday. And we'll probably start making videos on that car as we drive around and get used to it. It's an automatic TorqueFlite push-button car, and a small block in the car, but dual exhaust, 4-barrel carburetor added to it and stuff. Kind of fun. The rust is gone, so we'll be messing with that thing. And thanks for watching, and watch for those videos coming up soon as the Project REM Charger, well, begins to come back to life. Thanks for watching.